MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tommy Malone gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today. Digging in now, David Fletcher. He will lead this one off today. Beckham right there. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Ready now for L.A., Mike Trout. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And foul, though it had the home run distance. He'll try it again, 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. Another full count pitch home. And it's fouled away. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
He'll get it into second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Cesar Puello next.
Left fielder.
The 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs. So when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at Safeco Field, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Andrew Heaney is an interesting lefty, Matty. At times he could be a swing and miss guy. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour, overhand curveball, and the slider. So he has the curveball slider mix. His changeup is getting better. If he's throwing strikes early, he could be really tough.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Weak roller right side. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Standing in, Mitch Haniger, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Edwin Encarnacion now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit hard back up the middle. Renfroe loves it. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. At the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith in pursuit. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Seager has it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Luis Renfroe. Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Into the box, David Fletcher pitches high, the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. Dan, Mark, and I are back in Seattle in just a moment. Leading off the inning, Domingo Santana, and they'll need him to get something going here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he didn't pull the trigger on a good low sinker, but it missed for ball 3. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan Lucroy can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Now at the plate, Kyle Seager. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Tim Beckham. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Coelho moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're down 1-0. A sight to be seen. The great Pike Place Market here in Seattle. Welcome back to baseball on the show. Ready for another chance? David Fletcher will get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout. Line shot to first, and there's one away. So there's the first out here in the Angels' third, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's the second out. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Shuhei Ota. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up, and the Angels are out on top now, 2-0. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Into the box, Dan Vogelbach. Line drive to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it, fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Moore.
So striding in, Dylan Moore. The 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Pitch popped up. Renfroe moving to his left. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Malik Smith. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. And this will land foul. Vogelbach is off at first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 3-2 one more time. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in once again, Cesar Puello.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Waiting on it is Henniger, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy La Stella. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. Fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana is in pursuit. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. The 2-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's
got him looking. It's over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's back to Seattle right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Henniger comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning for Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion.
The 1-2. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Hit hard on the ground at first. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. Doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
In now, Domingo Santana. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Payoff pitch on its way. Lined hard to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Third baseman number 15.
Now to the plate, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mariners leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Settling in now, Luis Renfroe. He singled his last time up. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. The way their pitcher is going, D-Rose, that might hold up to this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Brandon Brennan comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Standing in now, Albert Pujols. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
A bases loaded. Last thing we want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box, Cesar Boello, right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, D-Row, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Stepping in now, Tommy La Stella. Hit out towards second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Angels lead it 5-0. Stepping in, Tim Beckham. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Coelho waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 2, Tom Murphy.
At the plate, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next for Seattle, Dan Vogelbach. He reached on a single in his first try. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Once again a 3-2. Popped him up. Renfroe will put this one away and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it, but hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat. Then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
This is pulled into right. Henniger is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Number 4, second baseman, Luis.
Digging in and looking for more, Luis Renfroe. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. A ball and 2 strikes.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a foul tip held on to behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 5-0. So striding forward now, Dylan Moore. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Trout coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Fletcher fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The batter, number 10.
Striding forward now is the DH. Edwin Encarnacion, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Listella has it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Domingo Santana. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-2 game.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Count still at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. Lucroy gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Angels 5 and the Mariners 2. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. David McKay is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 64.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Fletcher to get us started here for the Angels, with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. And there's a base hit on the line. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Fletcher gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him. A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
The first baseman.
Here's Albert now. In the air, out to right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Cesar Puello next. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 is taken for strike 2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Angels strand a couple, and it remains 5-2. Cody Allen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Cody Allen.
So coming to the plate, Tim Beckham 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And a shot back to the mound, but he manages to glove it.
The catcher, number 2.
Standing in, Tom Murphy. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
He lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They trail 5-2. Jesse Biddle has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Jesse.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Another full count offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Haniger in pursuit. 1 down.
Now batting,
5-2 our score as we get a look inside the numbers. It's our starter comparison for the 2 gentlemen that took the hill to start the ball game. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Up high. 2-1 now. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And he lays off again, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. He is in there for the 2nd strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Swing and a liner. Right at the 3rd baseman, and that'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Cam Bedrosian is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
number 32.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Malik Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And there's out number 1.
Now batting,
So digging in now, Mitch Haniger. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken high and outside, but for a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Renfroe comes up with it, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out. Edwin Encarnacion now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
The 1-2. is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, and the deficit remains 5-2. Number 54 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 54.
And now for the Angels, Luis Renfroe. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. The 2-2 is laid off for ball number 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Renfroe aboard here at first with nobody out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? 1st and 3rd, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And it's 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from 3rd. In to score the runner from 3rd. So here's the cleanup hitter, Albert Pujols. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Angels are out in front, 6-2. Luis Garcia, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Garcia.
Digging in, Domingo Santana. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Tom Murphy would be next. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Renfroe is up with it on to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
6-2 the final total today. The Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Heaney is credited with the win. Tommy Malone was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Heaney. The loss goes to Tommy Malone. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.